Hello and welcome, beautiful, vibrant souls, to today's pick a card reading all about what is your person's next move toward you. So we're going to be looking at the person on your mind, in your heart, and figuring out what their next intended move toward you is. So that sounds like something that you are interested in, you can get down with. Stick around. We have 3 options to choose from today, as usual. They are in the thumbnail, but I'll show you up close and personal. So option 1 is signified by this beautiful fuchsia agate. She's so gorgeous. I love her. Option 2 is being dropped on the table. Option 2 is signified by this beautiful dendrite agate. I love her too. She's got like really sweet, helpful librarian energy. And option 3 is signified by this rainbow moonstone. So we love all our little rock babies here. Take your time. You can pause the video if need be. Meditate, contemplate on the options. When you have found one that best resonates with your energy, head down to the timestamps in the description box below, and I will see you there. Hi, group 1. So you guys picked the fuchsia agate. I will be honest, I have already seen your cards. I try not to look at them, but I started recording and then was interrupted partway through. So it's good. It's good stuff. But the fuchsia agate with that kind of magenta color. Magenta is very much associated with like universal and unconditional love, very high vibrational energy. So I feel like that is being brought into the reading. I said that, I know you guys don't know this, I said it in the first version and then it lined up with your oracle cards so much that I almost peed myself a little bit. It was awesome. So this might be something where your person is kind of waking up. Your person is tapping into their spirituality a little bit more. They might be very spiritual in general. Excuse my burp. You guys were also the only group that got 2 of these cards. So I do feel like there is a big shift happening in your person's energy and the energy of this connection and their consciousness. So let's look at what you got because it's good. Spiritual career, 78. That reduces to a 6. There we go. I can do math. Pleasure with divine goddess, and 9. Higher power with card 4, and loyal heart with card 35, which reduces to an 8. Okay, so what I was getting before, your person is waking up, right? You have unlocked something for them. I feel like this is somebody that you're either in separation with or you're going through a little bit of a rough patch. And I say that because the owls are turned away from each other, but they are looking at each other. Meaning, even if you are, energetically or in the physical, turned away from one another, energetically, you're still connected. You're still kind of checking in on each other. You might still be in light communication, looking at each other's social media. But this also can just speak of like energetically, you're still tapped in. You still see signs of them. You might still have dreams about them, and vice versa. They are as well, right? You're both equally looking. This person is waking up to their spirituality in a lot of different ways. You have helped unlock a third eye chakra expansion for them, help them unlock, and possibly the crown as well, help unlock their connection to a higher power, right? There's 2 keys hanging here, and there's a key here, which I really love, meaning this was the key you have handed to them through your connection. Is the key to this connection to source. And it may have taken a while, but there's something about the way everything has kind of lined up for them. I feel like lately, that again is bringing in this shift. With spiritual career, that really just means, excuse me, for me, that somebody is following their divine life path and purpose. This person may have had a wake-up call about their work. They may have realized, oh shit, I'm not on the right path. They're like, I actually don't want to do this. They might be waking up from more of the material and heading more toward the spiritual. especially if you find that you yourself have been experiencing, pardon my itchy nose, experiencing the inverse where, you know, you're very comfortable in your spirituality and now you're kind of starting to get more grounded, more comfortable with your 3D world, maybe stabilizing your finances, maybe working on your health, you're investing into yourself, you're creating something that you want for yourself. So you could have activated their upper 3 chakras and they could have activated your lower 3. And you guys meet in the heart, which is, I think, quite lovely. But this is the energy. And I feel like as a result, they're realizing, in general, they're realizing what makes them, like they're waking up to what truly makes them happy in their life and what doesn't. And I feel like they're recognizing that you make them happy and you make them happy in a very high vibrational spiritual way. That you are very important. You play a pivotal role in their life. And they may not have known that before. There's a sense where, you know, there is a sense of loyalty here. And I think they're waking up to this. They might be kind of getting in touch with exactly how much you mean to them. But there's almost this energy of like, you have drawn something very important out of them, or you have woken them up to something, excuse me, life-changing. It's giving me like the tower kind of vibes. Life-changing. And that's very hard to do for this person. Not many people have had this impact or effect. So there's kind of this energy that I'm picking up from them of, who else could it be? Like, who else could, there's 2 cards in this deck. There's this and a literal soulmates card. Excuse me, a literal, sorry. A literal soulmates card that are, excuse me, just trying to catch my breath, that are kind of like my counterpart cards that when I'm using this deck. And, excuse me, there's a sense where this person is kind of looking at you and kind of like, who else could be that person for me? Could be a counterpart, could be my soulmate, could be my, you know, twin flame, whatever phrase, you know, whatever like phrase or label that you prefer. Who else could it be other than group 1, other than the person that has drawn this out of me? Like, you really have made an impact on this person. And I feel like they're recognizing it now. Or very recently, this has happened and this is still unfolding. So I want to see what their intended like next steps are based off of this realization. Okay. What are their intended next steps? I like to pull the cards first and then flip them over. Okay. At the bottom is the 3 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they want to heal. They might need to heal themselves. But they also want to heal with you if there's been any separation, disconnect, miscommunications. The Queen of Wands reversed. Okay. The Page of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. And Strength. Okay. I'm going to clarify in a minute, but the first thing I'm getting for some, they pursued an educational or career path because it's something that I'm hearing an overbearing mother wanted for them. The Queen of Wands in reverse, this can speak to shaken confidence for sure, but the Queen of Wands in reverse, when she's the villain, she is somebody who is vain, attention-seeking, needs a lot of validation, somebody who can be very focused on appearances, right? And there's a sense here where this person may be finally preparing to go on a new, just like an entirely new path in their life in general, but specifically around education and career. This is, whenever I see the King or Queen of one suit and the Page of the same suit, it's a parent-child relationship to me. So sometimes when I see the King or Queen of one suit and the Page of a different suit, this can indicate like a parent-child dynamic where you're just fundamentally different people. And there's a sense here where I almost feel like your person thought they were very close with this parental figure and has kind of come to realize, like, they look back at their life and they're like, we have always had different values. I have always been different. Like, I've always valued different things. And there's something where your person's preparing, your person I feel like is standing up to this person. And this is giving them the courage to go after the things that they want in general. They're putting their foot down. For some, this person may have had someone else hanging around in their energy whether it's like an ex or somebody who's interested in them. This could have been somebody where there was a, you know, kind of a beginning, things started, but there's a recognition of like, this ain't it. So they are finally, I feel like they're finding their inner strength to cut ties once and for all in order to prepare to come forward and make you an offer. But let's clarify. What is, okay, Queen of Wands. You know, I got 3 cards. I'm going to take them. So the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords reversed, yes. And the Two of Cups reversed, absolutely. So, you know, I'm not going to lie. The Queen of Swords reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed, that's not a fun combo. This is somebody that they are dealing with. I think they've been dealing with for a long time. With the Rubik's Cube, they've had to be very strategic in how they extricate themselves. They may have slowly been gathering their resources, for example, to kind of move away from somebody. They may have been kind of preparing the other areas of my life. This person, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands reversed, this person could hold seemingly a lot of power over them, particularly the power to negatively impact your person's reputation or their standing. This is somebody who they used to have a relationship with. This is also, you know, if this is a parent, this is somebody where there's a soul contract. And that soul contract has expired. That soul contract is up. Your person has done the work. Your person has learned the lessons they need to learn from this person. They figured it out with the Rubik's Cube here. They did the work, right? And so it is time to leave this individual behind. But I do think that they've had to be, again, strategic about it. And I feel as if, and I love that we have that Page of Pentacles and now the Knight of Pentacles. Your person's kind of in this place, excuse my burp, of, again, really kind of like accepting and embracing the fact that their values are different than the people they have held dear or been surrounded by. And so I feel like your person, there's this energy with the Knight of Pentacles reversed that your person is being strategic, but they are also ready to take, they are taking action or ready to take action very soon in order to do the right thing. I think this person may have been afraid to officially cut ties with this individual or, you know, come clean, tell them, you know, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to be in this relationship. I don't want to go to this school. I don't want to be working in this field anymore. To really like claim some aspect of their personal power and authenticity. And there's a sense here where I think one of the things your person has realized about the individual they were dealing with is that they don't feel the same, right? And I don't even just mean that they don't feel the same way about them. But I mean, like, they don't experience their emotions the same. They don't love the same way. There's something kind of like that. And I feel like your person has kind of come to this place where I almost feel like the sense of pride of like, I am a person with like higher moral values. Like, I do feel like I like, I'm not going to lie, this person they've been dealing with, whether it's a family member or like an ex, they might really struggle. Like, they might be, I gotta be for real, they might be really dishonest and manipulative. This could be somebody who's very attention-seeking, who will lie to present themselves one way in order to get ahead. Like, this is cutthroat kind of vibes. This is not healthy. And that might be the kind of energy that your person has been in for a long time. And there's a sense where your person, in standing up to this individual, is kind of like being like, you know what? Yeah, I do have morals and values that are worth sticking to no matter what. Like, I do have a higher self. I do have a higher calling. There's something where they're tapping into that with higher power, right? They're tapping into what they really truly want to be loyal to. And I feel like they're coming out and they're saying it now. Yep, the Tower, and that's causing a Tower moment. So what is this Strength card about? The Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they finally are finding the strength to have the conversations that they need to have, right? And I know this is asking about what their next moves are toward you. I feel like you're going to be next up on the list. So if they're not saying much right now, it's because they're clearing out this bullshit, if I'm being honest. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is a spiritual partnership card, but usually it's a spiritual partnership that's based on shared values and shared vision and like long-term goals. You're building something stable together for the long term. So what this person's next moves are toward you, and we'll look a little bit closer. This person's next moves are actually to clear out all the crap in their life. To clear out the people who are just like no good for, I don't want to say no good for you. There's something where your person has really come to terms with like, and again, I don't know why I keep feeling like this is like a parent. This could be a parent that they've then replicated the pattern with an ex. But there's a sense of, I'm not like you. I don't do that. And I feel like because they have accepted that about themselves, because they have accepted that they want to be a person of good moral character, they want to be connected to their higher self, they want to be consistent, they want to be congruent, they want to be honest, hardworking, they want to show up and do the right thing in general in their life and especially in their relationships. There's like a sense of, because they have accepted this about themselves, they can now accept that from another. And they have no problem, maybe not no problem, but they now have the courage and the strength to be able to let go of what is blocking that. So I want to know a little bit more specifically what their next moves are toward you. I do see that while they're dealing with this, they might be a little tongue-tied, a little quiet. But I do want to know what they're going to do when they come forward. Come here, you. The Page of Cups reversed. Okay, so they might not know what to say. The Empress. Okay. The Three of Swords reversed. They really want to. I want to look at this card. Oh, I guess I will also take it. The Eight of Cups reversed. So they're really hoping you're not done with them. The Devil reversed. They want to find a way to explain to you what they have been releasing. You know, the Page of Cups reversed kind of feels like them in this energy of, I don't even think sorry covers it. I don't even know. They don't really know how to explain all of this, but they do want to heal. So they might find a lot of ways I'm getting of like showing you how much you mean to them. There might be a meaningful gesture. There might be like a token of their affection. They're really, really hoping with the Eight of Cups reversed that you're not done with this, that you're not done with them. Now that's totally up to you. You don't have to accept an offer. But there's a sense here where they want to find a way of, they want to focus first and foremost on healing with you. And they want to find a way of showing you that they see you in this long-term kind of light. They see you as a counterpart. They could see you, being somebody they have a family with. That you're the type of person who guides and shows them who they really are, the best version of themselves. And this is why I feel like there's a lot, because, right, it's about like their past, and it's about the emotional stuff, which they might not always be the most comfortable expressing, and it's about the spiritual. So it's going to take this person a little bit of time to kind of unpack some of this. But I do feel like with the Empress, they're going to be, again, I feel like something tangible, giving you something, and it has significance. Because they're trying to explain to you with that Devil reversed that whatever was blocking you guys before it's not in play now. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles, that's what I mean. And the Knight of Cups reversed, but they don't know how to say it. They want the Four of Cups reversed. So they want to, they're thinking long term. They see you long term. They might even be planning, like, for some of you, like they might even be like in their head already planning like how they would propose down the road. But it's kind of like, no, one thing before it, one foot in front of the other kind of a thing. Because with the Knight of Cups reversed, they don't know how to say it. They don't know like how to take action on it, right? They're not exactly sure yet. But with the Four of Cups reversed, they might start small. They might start by trying to repair the bond between the two of you, right? This could be like, let's get stable where we are, right? We have the two cups in this deck that are being poured out and the two that are still full. So it's kind of like, ooh, I may have lost this before or almost lost this before. I don't want to do that again. Let me focus on stabilizing. But they are thinking long term, and I do feel like they're going to give you something that shows you how impactful you've been to them and how much they see you in their future. So I do want to pull you guys a message card or two. I'm not surprised this one came out. Our connection was a wake-up call I could not ignore. Believe me, I tried. I'm sorry if I made it hard on you. So this person's higher self wants you to know, sorry I was a dingus. That's kind of the vibe. But this is exactly what we were picking up on, that this woke them up to the aspects of their life that were just not in alignment with them. Okay, so I do have a yes and a no card in this deck. So if you have a yes or no question, you can pause the video, think about it. But here we go. I have heard the question you've been asking. The answer is no. So whatever your yes or no question is, it was no, yeah, exactly at the bottom. My life will always be divided up into two big parts, before I met you and after. This is also kind of, these are both, when I made this deck, these are both judgment card kind of energies. So you've really changed this person's life. It's undeniable. And right now they're kind of like clearing out, like I said, the BS in order to prepare to try to heal and reunite and go from there. Assuming that you do still want that, of course, which it's okay if you don't. So I think that's everything I've got for group 1. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope I get to read for you again real soon. Take care. Bye. Hi, group 2. So you guys picked the dendrite agate. Lovely. I don't know why I'm picking up this kind of like happy mountain folksy kind of a vibe. I'm also picking up like a little bit of like silly energy. I think your person really enjoys your company. You might have like, you guys might just kind of like be really silly. I'm getting like, you guys might have like a bit that you guys do together all the time, or you kind of like riff off each other all the time. Like, it's not, it doesn't feel like, like gasping for air, hilarious, keep you in stitches, but it's, you enjoy it. It's like part of what you guys do together. This person just really just likes you as a person. I feel like they think you're real cute. They like to just watch you kind of do your thing. Almost like you'd watch like a pretty little like a bug, like a ladybug or something, or like a little firefly. Like you just watch them do their thing and appreciate it. So regardless of where you and your person are at, that's kind of how they feel about you and how they're feeling about you right now. So let's take a look at your oracle cards. My brain just decided to forget the word oracle. We're like, we don't need that. Card 96 with forgiveness. Okay. 16 with all that glitters. Oh, and truth. Okay. 21 reduces to a 3. So the energy of the connection, I feel like something came to light or is about to come to light. I feel for a lot of you, this is something that already came to light. This could involve multiple people. Your person, so there's a truth here, right? For some with higher self, you had to really kind of just like follow your gut instincts on something. But this card, all that glitters, we have the 2 masks here, suggests that like this is really like about things that obviously is the name would denote, seem a lot better than they are, but are actually kind of, have an energy of falseness. What your person was like wearing a mask in some type of way. They may have tried to play themselves up or make it seem like they had more than they had, like they were doing better than they were. I'm noticing the very long nose here. They were lying. They were lying. I'm nosy, so I need to know what the hell were they lying about. The 5 of Wands, again, there may have been other people that were getting in the way of this connection. We said other people, right? Other people that were getting in the way of this connection that are making something difficult. They may have been having arguments with somebody in their life, and it's like, it could have been about you and they just haven't told you. The Page of Wands. Let's see what comes out though. So the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Cups reverse, the 3 of Cups reverse, oh boy, and the Tower. There's that Tower. Okay, so in terms of what they were lying about, I'm seeing a 5, a 4, and a 3 here. So there could be something where they felt like they were running out of time. This could have been something that was an issue in the beginning of the connection, and they kind of were like, especially with the Tower, like they kind of like didn't tell you in the beginning because they really didn't know that your person may not have, especially with the 4 of Cups in reverse. What I'm kind of seeing is your person may not have expected to feel the way that they feel. In this deck, 2 of them are being dumped out and the 2 are upright. This person could have been healing from the loss of a relationship. And they kind of just like thought it was just going to be something light and fun and like not super serious, and that's not how it went. They started developing more serious feelings. And this could have caused them to be having fights with people. Possibly possibly friends. So that could have been an issue. They're like, they could have felt in conflict with like, you know, let's say like if they started developing deeper feelings, they want to start spending more time with you. Their friends may have been on them about this and be like, what the hell? Like, you never come out. Like, you never come do anything. I need to know with the Five of Wands, who it is that they're fighting. Ace of Cups, they're fighting about the fact that they actually developed very strong feelings for you. There's almost an energy of friends being like, hey, why are you ditching us all the time for somebody you're just hooking up with? And I feel like they may have been making excuses to their friends. They may have kind of been downplaying how they felt about you. You may have found out about this, or you may have just been able to tell. So this would be maybe somebody who doesn't introduce you to their friends, or acts one way out in public and then behind closed doors it's like totally different. The Five of Pentacles here at the bottom. This person also as well may have lost, again, a significant relationship, and it's like they didn't want to, they had a lot of feelings for you, or they have a lot of feelings for you, and it's kind of like they didn't want to bring this out publicly until they were sure, but it kind of just left you feeling like they were hiding you. Like they were lying about their feelings. What else is going on here? The Hermit, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Cups reversed. Wow. Yeah, this person was absolutely trying to heal from some pretty painful stuff, right? There's a lot of betrayal, you know, a lot of trauma going on. I think that they were past the, you know, the worst of it with the Five of Cups. They might be getting past it. But that's something that I'm kind of picking up. Similarly, this person might be kind of like really going inward. If they have hurt you like this, they are really going inward about this. But I do feel like that's kind of like, this is, you know, this is what was going on for them, is that they kind of didn't expect to feel the way that they did. And so they may have lied either like to the people in their life, possibly to you. For some, this person could have had a problem with like partying or drinking and they lied to you about it. Or they downplayed it significantly. They may have had friends who are kind of like the devil on their shoulder, and they didn't want you to know about it. I'm hearing I was embarrassed. And it feels like the way they handled it was exceedingly poor. It feels like they kind of thought like, again, maybe this would be more casual, and then Four of Cups reversed, it was not. And they knew they were going to have to deal with this, but they didn't, and they pushed it off and pushed it off and pushed it off, and then boom, a tower moment. What was this tower moment? That's where the truth came out in some way, shape, or form. So like, either you found out about what this person was doing, you found out about maybe what their friends were saying. I want to look at this card but not take it. Nine of Pentacles reversed. This left you feeling, I feel like, just like kind of like low, kind of like bad about yourself. This also could have been, again, this person could have been lying about how like stable they are in their life. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune reversed. Things weren't going so well for them, and I feel like they were lying about it. And it created this tower, the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Swords reversed, and the Ace of Cups. I feel like this person, there was this like significant happiness here, or the potential for it. And what happened was this person was like afraid, whatever it was they had not been honest about. And there's like this impending tower moment, like you're going to have to confront this, you're going to have to deal with it. And this person was afraid of that moment. So they kind of turned their back on what they built with you and started going in a different direction. And I feel like this person could have ghosted you, honestly. Excuse my burp. But this person didn't communicate about that. So it kind of just looked like they were just like ditching what you guys built and going to find, you know, happiness somewhere else, possibly with somebody else. That's, I feel like, what it looked like. I want to clarify this Four of Cups reversed, because this is what keeps getting me. They were not expecting this, but it got them. So I want to see how it is that they ended up, like how they're feeling about you. And then we'll get into what they're going to do about it. I want to look at this card, but not take it. The Hanged Man. Yeah, you really changed something for them. This was not what they were expecting. Ace of Wands reversed, and it's like, oh boy, now I got to deal with it. It's not just like, you know, about levity and fun when real feelings get involved. Yep, the King of Cups, talk about real feelings involved. The Scales here, which is not usually part of this card in the traditional tarot. It's like when your real feelings are involved and you give a shit, you got skin in the game, then it suddenly matters, right? Then it's like, oh boy, they may have felt backed into a corner, like I lied about the stuff, or I just like omitted a lot of stuff because I didn't think it was going to go anywhere. I thought it was fine. And now I care a whole lot and it's not fine. I'm not laughing at you, I'm sorry, but like this person's energy, I'm like, oh buddy, you got to think. Like Six of Wands, yeah. King of Pentacles, oh Jesus. And then the Four of Swords reverse. I feel like this person. Okay, so all these clarifying the Four of Cups reverse, and they're like their growing feelings. Again, they didn't expect that, right? But they didn't expect that. They may have, for some, they may have initially, if it was like between them and somebody else, wanted you to choose them, so trying to make them seem like the most attractive offer. But what happened is like, there's this, the feelings that they had surprised them, and it made them realize how they wanted to show up, right? These are two like very responsible, stable, soulmate kind of energies, and they're like, I want to show up like that for group 2. You made them realize they wanted to get their ish together. You made them realize that they wanted to be somebody that you could be proud of. Some of you felt like they were hiding you, and that's not at all the case. I feel like some of you, sometimes they like, if this person wouldn't bring you around their friends or their family, or bring, like, you know, want to do a lot of things out in public, it's not because they were ashamed to be with you. It's because they didn't want you to find out about this other kind of stuff. They might have a little bit of a reputation in certain parts of town or with certain groups of people. And it's like, I don't want to run into those people while I'm with group 2 and have them find out about it this way. So, you know, these clarifying the Four of Cups in reverse, this person was not expecting this, but you made this person, like, you awakened this within this person, right? This softness, this empathetic nature, this, you know, desire to be supportive. This person, they might be really, like, their love languages I'm getting might be physical touch, or I was going to say acts of service, but I'm seeing quality time. So those might be some of their big love languages, those 3. But it's like you made them realize how they want to show up for you, and then you made them realize how much healing they'd have to do to be able to become what they feel you deserve. They would be proud to be seen with you. I don't know why I'm getting this person knows they fucked up. Like, they know that they messed up. And so this is kind of what I feel was happening, right? They were lying about how stable they were. They were lying about maybe a bad habit or a vice that they had, and this came crashing down. And I think, like, it may have made you feel bad. It may have made you feel like they were ashamed of you. They were hiding you. They were, you know, two-timing you. Again, I'm not seeing a lot of third-party energy. We did have that Three of Cups in reverse, but, like, other than that, I'm not seeing a lot. And there's a sense here where I feel like they were presenting themselves one way, but again, because that Knight of Swords reversed, I feel like they didn't explain themselves, and it just looked like they just left to start a new happy life without you. So where this person's at, they're thinking a lot about their actions, especially with truth and higher self here. They're thinking a lot about their actions. The Seven of Cups reversed, it's like they've had to come to terms. They've had to come to terms with what they did and what it may have cost them realistically, why they did what they did. They're having to pick apart their emotions and, like, put them under a microscope. The Empress, it's like, I can't believe I did this to an Empress. I can't believe I did this to somebody who I thought, like, could be my Empress, my counterpart. Ace of Wands reversed. They're feeling right now, like, this sense of almost shock and panic about, like, there's, like, a sense of, like, all hope is lost. Like, there's an energy of, like, group 2 is never going to give me another chance. Like, I can't believe I did this. It's kind of the energy, like, I can't believe I did this. So with forgiveness, right, they're really, really wanting your forgiveness. You know, we have blue and purple, throat and heart chakra. They are aware, awakened, boop, light is on, of a higher truth. Pardon my itchy nose. of, you know, a higher truth, of their higher truth, and they feel, I'm getting like, I feel like an idiot. Like, they feel ridiculous. I don't know. This person, the King of Swords, that's why. Because normally this person is logical and analytical, and this person like weighs out their decisions first. But there's something about the moment in their life you caught them in where they're like, they acted foolish, right? Normally this person's very, very big on being fair and being honest as well, towing the line. And it's something where it's like, why did I do that? Like, again, the Four of Cups reversed, this person may have been healing and kind of like not really thinking it was going to turn into anything. And so I don't think their intention was to lie, but it's like, oh, you know, if we're just having fun, you know, we're just going to have our fun and part in maybe like a couple months or something. You know, I don't need to necessarily rearrange the other parts of my life first. And then there was this recognition, again, pardon my itchy nose, that like they wanted you to stick around. But in order for you to stick around, they'd have to be honest about, again, it's like a bad habit, a vice, maybe some friends who are not such great influences. They'd have to be honest about it, and they'd have to deal with it. And it might mean they'd have to make some difficult choices that they weren't ready to make. This person might normally be a King of Swords, but you may have caught them in a Knight of Wands period of their life where they were just like letting loose, especially if they've been somebody who's been tasked with a lot of responsibility for a while. So, you know, this is like, they're really hoping that you'll forgive them. They honestly, with the King of Swords, they're looking at everything and they're making a fair assessment. And they're like, honestly, if group 2 told me to shove off forever, like, I would deserve that. Yeah. Yep. That checks out. So I want to see what their next move is towards you. The Page of Cups in reverse. Oh boy. The Ten of Pentacles and the Tower. Ooh. And the Queen of Swords came out on her side. And the King of Cups. All right. I want to look at this card in particular. Ten of Cups. But I also want to look at this one. Queen of Wands reversed. This person wants to help, first of all, restore your confidence by assuring you with that Ten of Cups and the Queen of Wands reversed that they see you as long-term material. And not only that, but boom, we have the same thing here. They see you as a happy ending and a very stable one at that. So what this person's going to do is this person's going to come in and do something. And I love that we had the scales before. We got the scales again. This person's going to come in and do something to show you how they feel, right? I don't think that they're going to tell you. Normally this is an apology, but it's reversed. So this person might try to avoid an apology, or try to almost like, I'm getting like top that by going to the next level. So this is somebody who feels very deeply, who's very loving, but doesn't always speak their emotions. This person might not do that. But what I do feel like they're going to do is they're going to do something really surprising. This feels like go big or go home, right? So this would be the person who like maybe messes up and you're mad, you're not like dealing with them, or you guys have been fighting a lot. And then like all of a sudden there's like, you know, let me take you on like a really expensive vacation. Let me get you like something that you've been wanting. That's like, you know, like maybe like get you really, really like nice jewelry. Ice you up, girl, guy, whomever. You know, this even could be somebody like, this is almost the energy of like somebody who is coming back after not having talked to you for a bit, or like you know, you could cut the tension with a knife between the two of you, and they're coming back with like a proposal. Like, I don't know why, that's kind of the vibe here. For some, if they might be introducing you to their family, taking you to a family home. There's something where they're like, if you've been wanting something from them, it's like they're going to do that and more is kind of the energy. So if you were bugging them to meet family, they're not only going to like introduce you to family, but they're going to introduce you as like, this is my, you know, my long-term partner. So they're going to make this offer to you, right? It's a gesture. It's a physical item with the Ten of Pentacles, but it's going to be shocking. And it's also going to indicate that they see you in their future long-term, and that's what they want. It will be very symbolic, I feel. Queen of Swords reversed, though, it's going to be up to you. They're going to accept your answer no matter what. And I do feel like you need to know this, that your answer is going to be seen as symbolic as well. So if you turn down whatever this is, they will take that to mean that you're turning down the relationship unless you otherwise specify. So even if you don't want to do whatever this is, let's say they're like coming back with like a proposal and you're like, yo, why don't we work on our relationship first? If you specify that, right, and you kind of say like, okay, like slow down, let's work on us first, but you know, we'll see what happens. Like, that's fine. But like, if you just straight up turn them down, they're going to take that to be symbolic of like, okay, not only do you not want whatever I'm offering, but you don't want to be with me at all. So just so you guys know that this person, I don't know why in their mind, I don't know. This person might have some really interesting thought processes. I want to know what is going on with the Tower. These two wanted to come out. The Page of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Pentacles. This is what I mean, is like, it's like they're skipping a step and they're going right to the next step, right? So it's kind of like, you know, a Page of Pentacles thing would be like, hey, let's like reconnect, or let's connect more. Let's get to know each other more. And the Knight of Pentacles, like, I'm already planning out our future. So like, there's this an energy of like, I'm going to marry you someday. There's like, they're skipping a step and they're going right to like, hey, here's my long-term plan. Like, this person might literally sit down and be like, this is my 10-year plan. This is what I want out of like a relationship. This is what I expect out of marriage. They're like sitting down and like just giving you the goods. And so that's why I feel like it's going to be shocking, because it's going to be like, where in God's name is this coming from? But it is going to indicate that they are thinking about the long term. Again, we saw that King of Swords, and they are thinking about you in it. So it's kind of like this energy when they're going to wait to see if you forgive them or not, and if you want to accept their offer or not. Yeah, there's that Knight of Cups at the bottom in reverse. It almost feels like they have to like fight the urge to like propose, which is really funny. I don't know why it's making me laugh. Yeah, and the Seven of Wands, but they're afraid that you're gonna reject them, so they want to make almost a King of Pentacles move, but they're compromising and they're going for the Knight of Pentacles instead. I want to clarify really quickly why the Page of Cups is reversed. So I think we kind of covered this, where this person might not know how to express themselves. The Moon, yeah, they have a lot. There's a lot of emotions here. There's also a lot of fears. There's a lot of like, when they get overwhelmed, they might kind of tend to like to withdraw and be by themselves. They have a hard time communicating about this. So they might skip over the more rudimentary steps of like, let me start by apologizing. There's a lot. This is why. The Moon and Death, this is all water energy. Emotionally and spiritually, they are going through a rebirth, and it's just hard for them to fully communicate about what they have been through and like what they're feeling, but especially the changes they've been through. So you may have again caught them in a transformative time in their life, and so them being able to explain the whole thing to you and like apologize might be a little bit hard, because it's like, well, you know, that's not usually how I am. But that it might be hard. Something I'm getting is, for some of them, they're having a hard time reconciling with the fact that they acted the way they did, because they don't normally do that and they don't like being that kind of a person. And there's almost a sense of like them having like kind of like wanting to skip over that part, because like there's an embarrassment, right? They don't want to admit that they acted the way they did. So there's a sense here where, you know, they're going to be coming in with like trying to really show you more than anything else, make you feel loved and show you how much they care about you. I am kind of seeing that. So that's this person's, you know, their next moves and intentions. I think that's everything I've got for group 2. I hope this has been helpful. It's been such a delight getting to read for you today. Good luck with this person. And hopefully I'll get the chance to read for you again real soon. Take care. Bye. Hi, group 3. So you guys chose the Rainbow Moonstone. Immediately, as soon as I pulled your pile over to me, I was hearing stress-free. So there might be something where you're really focused right now. I'm just going to take a sip of my seltzer. You're really focused right now on protecting your peace. This connection could be in a really good place or be heading toward a really good place. But your guides want you to know, like, whatever's going on in this connection, you are heading into a period of your life that's going to be characterized by a lot more peace and ease. So they want you to know that. I think a lot of you with the Rainbow Moonstone are, like, intuitively picking up on that as well. But let's see what you got. Individuality, okay. We have an 11 here. Chaos and conflict, 33. So those are 2 master numbers showing up off the bat. I was like, I'll shit myself if that's another master number. We have decisions with higher self. Okay. So talking about where this person's at. This person, I feel, is conflicted. Pardon my itchy nose. They are conflicted about what they want to do. Part of them might really want a relationship, and the other part of them is really, really drawn to their individuality right now. And the reason why, you see how on this card, we have the zebra, but the zebra skin is breaking away to reveal the giraffe skin. There is something where your person is getting in touch with who they truly are, and it may be really different than they used to be, than they thought it would be, than the people, around them. It's very different. And it might be where I feel like your person is focusing on that, right? It's again, 2 master numbers. They're being spiritually guided through that process, but there's kind of a sense where this person, we have the heart. This person might really, again, want love, or might feel even, like a lot of feelings for you. But there's a sense here where they have to make decisions based on like this calling that they are being asked to embrace here, right? So there may have been a lot of like chaos and conflict in this connection. This person may have been acting kind of selfish lately, or like acting out of character or something I'm getting. So all of a sudden they like things that are totally new. They dislike things that used to be important to them. This is because they're going through a massive rebirth right now. And this rebirth is asking them to make some big decisions. It's asking them to ask questions and make big decisions about what it is that's important to them, what it is that their higher self is asking them to do. I want to clarify these decisions. And I feel like this also trickles down to their love life. We have the Page of Swords. There's a curiousness that's going on with your person about who it is that they're becoming and what it is that they want. 4 of Pentacles, okay. The Queen of Wands reversed, pardon me. The 5 of Swords reversed, and the Ace of Swords. So here's the clarity, right? The breakthrough, the decision that needs to be made. What I'm feeling like is this thing that the clarity and the breakthrough is about them asking themselves, do I have the confidence to go after what I want? Do I know what I want? They may have been feeling really passionless, really listless, right? Like they're going through the motions, and they're waking up from this, because what I see here with the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords reversed is that they're tired of hanging on to some type of comfort zone, something that gives them a sense of security, but ultimately like disturbs their peace mentally. And again, this might even trickle into your connection, where it's like they might be really like, agitated easily, kind of grumpy, very reactive. And so there's a sense here where, if you guys, if that's been your story, they're sitting and they're really thinking about, why am I experiencing this so much? Like, why am I so unhappy, and why am I taking it out on the people around me? For others, like I said, your person has been committed to a comfort zone for a really long time. And there's a sense where these decisions our higher self are asking them to make are saying, do I have the confidence to go after my truth? That's really what's at the heart of this. And I think that this is them looking at all areas of their life and making some big decisions about which way to move forward. And it's creating some chaos and conflict in general in their life, and possibly with you in particular. I want to know kind of how it is that how this applies to you and them. Like, what decisions are they contemplating when it comes to you and them? I want this one, and this one, and this one. The 9 of Swords reversed. Okay, so there's something where they might be stressing a little bit about this, but they're trying not to. Again, they're trying to kind of relax into this and be curious about what their higher self is asking from them, what they feel like they need right now. The 2 of Cups reversed. Okay. The Hermit. Yeah, this person's feeling the need to be in hermit mode, so you might really be resonating with that. The 5 of Wands. You guys may have been fighting a lot recently. And the Emperor reversed. Okay. This person, there might be some aspect of their responsibilities that feels like it's too much. It's just too burdensome for them. So if you've been like, you know, dealing with this person for a while, or you've been connected for a while, this might be where if you're asking them, you've been asking them for more commitment, right? Because I see with that Two of Cups, at least at some point, the feelings have been mutual. There might be a sense where you're asking for more commitment. They might not really have the bandwidth to offer that, because they're again redefining who they are as an individual right now. They're making big decisions. But I do see, first and foremost, Hermit and the Two of Cups reversed. You guys may have been fighting a lot. You could be outright separated. But you guys may have been kind of like drifting apart. This is people taking, you know, going to their own separate corners. The Five of Wands is fighting. There could also be other people around that are kind of stirring up that chaos and conflict. And this also too, where this person could be in an energy of being very self-focused right now, and they're not showing up in, you know, in a counterpart type of way, right? They're not showing up and participating and doing their part in the relationship. If you guys are, you know, if you have roots together, this could be very literal. Like they're not, you know, sharing their half of the labor responsibilities, you know, their half of the financial pull, the childcare, whatever it might be. And I do see that playing out here, right? And there's almost a sense with the Nine of Swords reversed at the bottom, where I feel from your person, they're in this place of kind of like, whatever happens, happens. Because again, there's a calling, spiritually speaking, to kind of explore some new aspect of their individuality. So it's not they don't care about you, but they might just be tired of fighting, both fighting with you and fighting this need to explore some part of self. What is this individuality all about? Again, it feels like a rebirth energy. I can see the card. It's here. There we go. The Chariot reverse. There's something where they feel like they're failing at some part of their life, I feel. So this could be like career. They feel like they need to switch jobs. Three of Pentacles reverse. They feel like they need to switch jobs. And the Ace of Cups so they can be happier. Nine of Wands because they're sick of something. Yeah, that's... The Three of Pentacles reverse, you know, can indicate a spiritual partnership. So, you know, that can also, aside from a job, this could be like somebody in their life who's like constantly, you know, like they feel like they have to constantly cater to, or like somebody's always on them about something, and it's like, it's exhausting. The Eight of Wands reverse. Yeah, this just feels like I don't want to talk about it anymore. I feel like this has kind of been the energy that they're giving you. Is like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, I can't talk about this. It feels like whatever they were putting their energy into as well has stopped very quickly, right? See, the wands are pointing toward the Hanged Man, has stopped very quickly. This could have been something that was out of their control. Their hands were tied. So let's say they were pouring their energy into a job and then they got let go. This could be where they're having to kind of rediscover and figure out who they are and what they want. And this process was not something that they asked for. But this is something where whether they have sought it out, excuse me, or it has been sort of forced on them, they have been put in a place where they have no other option but to surrender to the process. I do see that here. Because something isn't working with especially because, again, we have the bow and arrow, even though it's the Chariot, and that always makes me think of like setting your intentions. The Fool, I feel like something that they really had their sights set on, or like the path they really thought they were going to follow, is just not resonating, or the rug has been pulled out from under them. It's kind of like, this, what I was going for is like not it. So what do I do? And this person's trying to take a lot of space to figure it out. They might not be being very healthy with their communication. I am picking that up. They might be very like moody and kind of combative. And like, I do feel that off of their energy. So if they're being a little dingbat, I can definitely, I've recently rediscovered how good it feels to call somebody a dingbat. And I really like it. Dingbat 2024. So, you know, I do kind of see that in their energy here. And I do think it is impacting how they're showing up in this connection. So I want to see what I'm being called to shuffle the cards back into the deck. And I want to see what their next kind of like intended move is. I think we've seen that it seems like right now they're pretty self-focused. But I do want to kind of look at what their next intended move is when it comes to you. so we can get a better feel. Yeah, we had the Four of Wands in reverse when I cut the deck. So what is their... Whoa. The Devil. The Three of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. The Three of Wands. I feel like this person might get really... So, like, let's say they lost a job. Or they, all of a sudden, their career just does not resonate with them. They might get really, really hyper-focused on trying to make new plans, right? Find a new job, find a new career path. They're really looking to the future. But this feels very, usually the threes are about collaboration to a certain extent. This feels very much like them on their own. An opportunity, a new job opportunity, specifically one that involves relocation, might fall into their lap. And they might decide to take it. Now, the thing that I'm like, I don't like this, is that I don't think this person is handling this from a healthy place. When confronted with their own kind of reflection, when confronted with something being mirrored back to them, they are opting to not see themselves in this, like, they're opting to kind of like look away from the shadow parts of self. The universe might even be giving them an opportunity or an offer. I don't want to say testing them, but kind of like giving them an opportunity or an offer to see how they, like, with the idea being, excuse me, yeah, 5555 on the timer, big changes. The idea being, you know, the goal is for them to see something about themselves from this offer, right? Like maybe notice how they react, notice, so like, let's say they got offered a job, right? And it required relocation. The universe might offer that to them to kind of, you know, hopefully stir up awareness of like, you know, how they would handle that situation, right? Like what it is that they want. But they might, so like where the universe might hand that to that opportunity, that offer to them to get them to kind of be like, oh, wow, you know, where I'm at is actually not working for me. Or like, maybe I should talk to, like, especially if you guys are like, in some type of established connection, like maybe I should talk to group 3 and, you know, we should, it feels like it's trying to nudge them with an opportunity to make change that they need, but to handle it like maturely and respectfully. And it feels like they're kind of bypassing it. So in this example, let's say they got that job opportunity. This would be like, I got a new job. We're breaking up. Bye. Like, that's kind of the vibe. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it kind of has that energy here. There's something where it's like they are getting, you know, an opportunity here, but they're bypassing. Now, I have to say this just because I see it. For some, this person, it's either going to come to light that there's a third party, or they're gonna like opt to go with this third party. If that happens, you're being asked with the Wheel of Fortune to really trust that, like, this needs to leave your life, right? Again, like, you're going to be in this peaceful energy. You're going to be in this, like, woohoo, like, stress-free. And that's happening for you. The Hermit in reverse. This person might have a problem being alone. I'm going to be for real. What is this Devil, though? Because there's some aspect of this person that is not healthy right now. So I think that the rebirth process is a good thing, but there's something about the way they're not taking the medicine well. We have the Five of Wands reversed. This person might say that they don't like drama and conflict, but they actually kind of are like, you know, keep putting themselves in the middle of it. I'm getting that really heavily. This person might also run away from important, productive conflict in relationships, right? Things that will like help you guys work together in order to have growth. The Knight of Wands reversed, clarifying the Devil. The Page of Wands reversed. The Sun reversed. And the Six of Pentacles reversed. So this shadow aspect of them that is coming through is that I feel like what happens is either just in general or at this period in their life, they have denied themselves for so long. they have maybe, again, worked a job they hated, right? This is being completely passionless. You have nothing in life that you're excited about, right? And so what I'm seeing is one of several things. For some, this is where they've been doing that for so long that they now are like, I deserve to go find my happiness. I deserve to, I deserve to do whatever it takes to enjoy my life. Which, there's a point to, it's like saying you got to live your life in such a way that you're happy with it, right? But the way they're doing it with the Six of Pentacles is almost kind of like, I deserve to live my life. Like, I have put my own happiness on the back burner for so long that, like, I deserve to go live my life and be happy. Not really thinking about the fact that, like, maybe they've put their life on the back burner for somebody else, but it's kind of like taking from you, right? It's almost kind of like, I was hurt like this, so now I'm going to do what I want. And it's like, whoa, I'm not the one who hurt you. Like, what? And for some, this person is never satisfied. That's something I'm getting. For some, this person is like never really satisfied with what they have. There's a sense here of, like almost lamenting, like, I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that, right? Like, oh, if only I could, I could have this, I could have that. And so what your person's being encouraged to do through this period of like introspection and like, expanding and getting to know themselves better is like find what makes them happy, right? The Sun reversed is kind of like, okay, so if this doesn't make you happy, what does, right? That we saw that with the Four of Wands reversed as well. What does make you happy? Let's go figure it out and find it. And so that's not necessarily a bad thing, but again, this is the devil. The way they're handling it is unfair. It's a lack of reciprocity, and I feel like it's not even just with you. They might be like being like touchy or like combative with their friends. There's something kind of like that. Again, it's like they repress so long, or they put their own stuff on the back burner that like they finally are just like, I deserve to be happy. And then they're taking from people who haven't done anything to them, or they're like treating people who love them like crap just because it's like they're just imploding. The High Priestess, this is what spiritually, we have a mirror here and a mirror here. This is what is the universe is trying to show them. The Three of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. I don't know why this is what I got, but if this person, in seeking out their individuality, if this person does so in such a way that is unfair or screws you over, they are going to get a rude awakening. This feels like they are making plans, they are moving in a new direction, and then boom, it falls apart. I do see that. And this might be a repetitive pattern with them where they repress their own needs so much that they finally just like explode, and they just do something kind of like impulsive a little bit and selfish, and unfair to somebody. And they kind of just go after the first shiny object first, like finally, like I just want to go after something that I want, right? This is for me. And they're not really like thinking about it. They're not handling it fairly. They're not planning it out. They're kind of just thinking about the future, like, yes, let's do it. Go for it, right? She's at the edge of a cliff here. And it kind of makes me think of the Fool card in the Major Arcana, like, let's do it. Let's go for it. Leap off and trust the universe is going to catch us. And as a result, because they're trying to fill an unmet need, but they're not doing it in a healthy way, it continuously falls apart. And that's kind of a karmic cycle that they might be a part of. So there's several different things I see going on here. But I will say, their next intended actions, I think their next intended actions are to play out this pattern again. I want to clarify the Three of Pentacles. The Five of Cups reversed. The Wheel of Fortune, Judgment. I have to say here, Seven of Pentacles at the bottom. For some, this person is like, they're in their shadow, right? Again, I understand them wanting to like, wanting to either reconnect with themselves or find themselves again, feeling like they need to figure themselves out. But it feels like I'm just gonna be super blunt. I hope that's okay. I'm really sorry. It feels like they're gonna want to split. If you guys are together, they're gonna want to split. It feels like they're gonna start dealing with somebody else. I have to be honest. This could be somebody from their past. Somebody who it didn't work out with before, and they're thinking, ooh, now's my chance. if they do that, just know it will not take long at all for the universe to kick their ass. I'm picking that up so heavily. It will be a swift, harsh lesson. A swift, harsh lesson. You don't gotta do shit, my dear. If they choose to do that. They are at a pivotal point right now where how they choose to handle things with you, because this is looking at their next intended action toward you, how they choose to handle things with you will dictate the next kind of like chapter of their life, in the sense that if they choose to, the Wheel of Fortune, right? The universe is giving them the opportunity to overcome a shadow pattern and to do so in their highest light, their highest good, their highest iteration. And if they choose not to do that, if they choose to essentially screw you over, if they choose to cast aside what you have built, especially to reconnect with somebody, I keep getting reconnect, to connect or reconnect with somebody else. So if they decide to abandon what you've built in favor of trying with somebody new because they're feeling stifled or they're feeling a little spicy or whatever else, the universe is going to hand them a hefty lesson. There's almost like instant karma kind of energy. They might regret their decision very heavily. The Nine of Wands reversed. It's going to be something where it's going to hit them hard and like, boom. I want to clarify this Three of Pentacles and Five of Cups reversed for what their intended actions are toward you. Oh, this one's clarifying the Devil. I'll look at it in a second. The Seven of Pentacles. Not that one, okay. And the Ace of Cups reversed. This feels, the Hermit reversed. This feels like somebody who's been taking a lot of time for themselves, and they do actually need it, but they're not using it productively, right? So they do need to get back in touch with themselves. They do need to regroup. They are going through something, but they're not actually doing what they're supposed to do, which is to find out who they truly are, not who they've been told they are or what they think they should be. That's what they're supposed to be doing spiritually. I feel like their spirit guides are very annoyed with them. That's the kind of vibe here. Clarifying, the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, I have to be for real. I do feel like they're going to choose a third party. And I feel like there's going to be something where, even though you have all this love, right? It's the Ace of Cups, but look at all these cups. Even though you've given out all this love, and you've made yourself very available, you've been very emotionally forthright and forthcoming, I feel like you've built something with this person. And Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups reversed, they're kind of just like going to like toss it aside. But also it feels like if you find out about this, maybe they're being secretive about it. Maybe they tell you outright, like, I'm leaving you for this person. This feels like somebody from their past. And it's like, yeah, we could never get the timing right. We could never make it work, but I want to see if there's a shot. They are going to regret the shit out of this. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. Clarifying the Devil. We have the Five of Wands reversed. I feel like they're going to try to keep this from you. I have to be for real. There's outside influence. They might already be in communication with this person. It's like the wheels are already in motion and they kind of don't want you to know. They don't want you to fight them on it. They don't want you to call them out on it. I want to clarify, Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, Nine of Wands reverse. What's going to happen as a result of their behavior? This is a really specific message. So if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But, the Ten of Swords, they're going to go through it. The Magician. Oh, this person, the Two of Wands in reverse. They're not thinking it through. They're not planning it out. So this person, whoever it is that they are entertaining, that they are interested in, again, I feel like they're going to try to not tell you about it. I don't even think it will take that long. That's the thing. I'm getting like a month, maybe 2 months. There's a sense here where this person is going to do the old bait and switch, right? The Magician in this context would be somebody who can make an illusion. So they're going to make it seem like they're in it for the long haul. It's going to start off good, but then I feel like this person is going to double cross the person, your person, and betray them. Ooh, what is this Magician energy all about? So there's like they are going to be deceived equal and greater than the amount they deceived you. The Lovers reversed. This person, like the Two of Pentacles reversed and the King of Cups reversed. This feels like, because he's clarified the Magician. So the thing that this third party, the thing that the third party is going to do to screw over your person is, I feel like they're going to play off the connection. We saw that Lovers reverse. They're going to play off the connection that they and your person used to have, and all the potential, right? The mutual feelings. There could be a sense of like they're going to have like a good month or two, like couple months. And then the Two of Pentacles reverse is a reprioritization. They themselves might choose somebody else, might go back to somebody else that they've been dealing with. But there's a sense here where they themselves are going to be like looking at your person and kind of being like, yeah, your offer is not good enough, right? This is like, that's not enough for me. Like, sorry, it's just not working out. And pretty much like if your person with that King of Cups had like, you know, their cup to offer, taking their cup and dumping it out. Kind of like, I don't know where it went. Oh, kind of what they did to you. Page of Cups. And it's like emotionally they're going to have to start from square one. Because they actually, that's what they need to be doing. They need to be focusing on themselves, starting from square one. And it's going to have made such a mess of their life that they're going to be forced to sit down and sift through it. Yep, the Eight of Swords reverse. It's going to make them look at how their mindset and their perception has been wreaking havoc for them and for others. Two of Swords reverse, and their decisions need to be adjusted as a result. So this is why your guides want you to know that you're going to be stress-free, because you're not going to have to deal with this. And I know this is a crappy message to receive, and I'm so sorry. Point them out, and I'll pants them and call them a nerd. But, you know, I want to, it's very clear that your guides are wanting you to know. It was 1-1-1-1 on the timer, as I said, that beautiful new beginnings are heading your way, and they're going to be a lot more peaceful. So I think that's everything I have for group 3. I hope this has at least been helpful. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope I get the chance to read for you again soon. Take care, okay? Okay, bye.